Hey friends, how we doing? It's been a minute. I'm sorry I've been a little bit MIA. Been dealing with some intense energies and integrations. So bear with me. If you're joining me live, let me know how we're doing today. Let me know what has been coming up for you lately with all of this intense energy. Also, I'm curious if any of you guys have seen those rainbows in the sky, like not ones from the rain, but like I don't know if you've seen on like Instagram or TikTok, like the pictures that people have been posting of like the clouds that are the rainbows and shit. If you've actually seen one of those, I want to see it. I hope you took a picture of it. If you did, drop it in the comments section because, yeah, I want to know. So, today we're just going to be seeing what comes through, what Spirit wants you guys to know as far as the energy right now. I have my laptop over here, so I have room to put cards out and stuff. There's not really a good way for me to film. My tripod doesn't really like do the overhead thing with my phone, so I can't really film just the table, unfortunately. But it's okay. We're working with it. Let's start by cleansing the space. I already did it once, but if you are here watching this video, I just invite you to join me in this moment as we drop into our bodies and become very present. Take a moment to give our bodies some gratitude. Thank you for carrying us throughout this day. You can place your hand over your heart. Just drop into your body for a moment and breathe. Notice what it feels like, the sensation of your breath. Just go ahead and ask any and all tension, anything that you've been carrying or have taken on throughout your day to come up and surface now so that it can be released right here, right now. Let me know if y'all's backs or necks have been hurting lately. That has been one thing that I don't normally deal with back pain anymore, but lately, like this last week, I have been having so much like middle back pain. And it's interesting because I did a client session last week, and the day after I had the session with them, I had this vision of these wings being like broken through right up here by their vertebrae, and they were like metallic, like very futuristic looking, super cool visualization. And then they sent me back. Apparently, the Schumann resonance that day was like literally in the shape of wings. So a lot of us are literally like we're reintegrating, we're regaining our wings, guys. So be gentle with yourself. You're undergoing a lot right now. Your body is leveling up because right now there's a dissonance between the energy that your body is trying to align to and your current energy field. So give yourself lots of rest, lots of water. Try as best you can to eat the foods that are in alignment with your body and what your body's asking you for. Not out of like a craving stance, but like out of an aligned stance. And I'm speaking to myself so heavy here. This is something that I have been super struggling with lately, and I've been paying the price because I haven't been listening to my higher self. I haven't been staying attuned in that way, in the way that I should be. So that's something I'm really, really working on. Like right now, my body desperately wants like cantaloupe, watermelon, pineapple, like the tropical fruits, like the light, like airy fruits and not the dense foods. And last week I was eating a lot of the dense foods, like even foods that I hadn't had in almost 6 months. So I was feeling it at the beginning of this week, and that's why I haven't been showing up online either, is because like I have been feeling so misaligned. So I needed to get myself back on track and make sure that like I'm doing the things that I need to do in order to be able to pull messages through for you guys in a way that is clear. I need to be a clear channel. So, all right, this card right here, I have had sitting on my altar / desk for over a week now. And it just keeps calling to me. And I really feel like this is a message for you guys as well. It says, the places in between are important for my growth. I can release myself from worry and suffering if I choose. I now let go of all that no longer serves me. I know there's a glare, but like hopefully can kind of see maybe. This is from the Earth Power Oracle deck. But I love that message. The places in between are important for my growth. I release myself from worry and suffering if I choose. I now let go of all that no longer serves me. So one thing that's definitely coming through really strong and has been coming through strong for me as well is the more you level up, the louder your body gets when you are misaligned. The louder the signals become when you don't listen. So if you guys feel like you're having like really big tower moments right now, take a look at what area that's in and see where you're not allowing yourself to shift. Like, what is spirit trying to reveal to you in this moment that you are just kind of being stubborn about, or slipping back into patterns and behaviors that are not serving you? Because these things, as we level up energetically, our bodies need different things. What worked for us in the past, what was okay for us in the past, is not going to be okay for us moving forward into the future. And that's super, super important to not only recognize, but honor. So that's like been the biggest thing that I have been struggling with and working through, because and there's going to be a component where it doesn't feel fair. I promise you that. You're going to be like, whoa, I don't understand why everyone else can do X, Y, or Z. But for some reason, when I do it, my body flares up, my life falls apart, whatever. That is just spirit saying that there is more being required of you, that you are here for a higher purpose. You're not here to be like everybody else, all right? You're here to stand in your power. You're here to be uniquely you and deliver something special and beautiful to the world. So let's go ahead and get some tarot around this. But yeah, I feel like that's going to be the general message, is like, what are you needing to release right now? What are you being stubborn about? That's going to be way too many. Hold on, spirit. Let me give these a different type of shuffle real quick. Tune into your body. Tune into your breath. Where do you feel out of balance? Where do you know that you need some assistance? Because when I'm off, I am off. It affects every area of my life when I don't follow through on what I know I'm supposed to be doing, on what spirit has shown me multiple times is the most effective way for me to live. And I also want to encourage you guys to flow with it day to day as well. Like, build a really good spiritual practice, but also allow yourself to be mutable and allow yourself to flow with that practice. So like, normally I do yoga like right when I get up, but this morning I didn't. This morning I did my day a little bit different, and I did it in the afternoon, and I actually found that it was really, really powerful. I did a little bit of strength training in there too, combined with some Alchiga, as I like to call it, alchemy and qigong and yoga. So in between like the sets of push-ups that I was doing, I was kind of going into a meditative state and like playing with the energies, and I was really focusing on the strength aspect. Like I was repeating the mantras like I am strong, I am healthy, I am aligned, I'm connected, like bringing all of it together. And it was really, really powerful. So allow yourself to flow with things too. Don't become too rigid either. So there's a balance that spirit is asking you to have at this time, where you really need to start honing your intuition, where you need to really start being aware and being conscious. Okay, take that one. I'll flip these over in a minute. I don't want to get sidetracked, so I'm just going to shuffle for a moment. All right, Spirit, what is the message that you have for the collective right now? What do they need to know right now? What is important for the collective to know for the rest of, all right, for the rest of July and into August? Take that one. All right, and then we'll get some more here in a second. Let's see what we got. We have the Eight of Swords reversed. We have the Page of Wands upright. We have the Three of Cups reversed. We have the Knight of Swords upright. And we have the Hangman reversed. All right. So right off the bat, the message that I'm getting is you're kind of in an in-between stage, which goes back to what this card that I felt was important, that's been sitting on my altar for like 2 weeks now. The places in between are important for my growth. I can release myself from worry and suffering if I choose. I now let go of all that no longer serves me. I love that message so much. Like I might even read it like a couple more times throughout, just so you guys can like really like feel the energy of it, because I know it's hard sometimes. And I've been kind of feeling in this in-between phase myself lately, because I am about to move out of the country in a week and a half. And hey, Anna, what's up? And so I've been dealing with like, what do I share? What do I not share? What do I focus on? Like, I need to get rid of all of this. And like, I've been in this like in-between phase where I'm like ready to push to the next one. But Spirit is saying, hey, be present where you are. Take a moment in gratitude, because the in-between is very important as well. So like, especially with this Eight of Swords right here being reversed, like this is, when it's upright, it talks about like, mental distress and like basically like the blocks that you've created for yourself mentally. Like you can throw that off at any time. So when it's reversed, it's really, really good. That means you guys are actually stepping out and are starting to understand like, oh yeah, okay, so like this prison that I have put myself in, the door was unlocked the whole time. Like I had the key the whole time, or there was no lock on it at all. Like it was all just mental. It was a mental block. There's new inspiration that is available right now at this time, especially like moving into Leo season. This Leo season and the 8/8 portal is going to be extremely, extremely powerful and potent. Really encourage you guys to put together some kind of ritual on the 8/8 portal, whatever feels good for your soul, whatever feels aligned for you, especially if you can do it with a community of like-minded like people. There is power in numbers, and there is so much, oh man, there's so much energetic healing and potentiality that is being unlocked on that day and thereafter. The world is about to completely shift. We're being catalyzed into a completely different time. So I highly encourage, put together some kind of ritual. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. It can literally be like you burning a candle and setting your intention for like what you want to create in the month of August. Whatever it is, it's beautiful, it's perfect. Enjoy that energy. It's going to be extremely potent and powerful. All right, and then we have the Three of Cups reverse. along with the Knight of Swords and the Hangman reversed. So once again, with this Hangman reversed, I'm going to address him first. This is all about that waiting period, that in-between phase. But I love how he literally is just chilling. Like, if you look at his face, he's not stressed that he's hanging upside down. And in the reversal, he's actually upright. So it's allowing yourself to see things from a new perspective. It's allowing yourself to become enlightened in whatever moment you are currently in. Allowing yourself to see the bigger picture of wherever you are. It's, yeah, you want to maybe charge forward and take action, but hold up. Take a step back. Rest, relax, gather your thoughts. The inspiration will come to you. See this page here? Pages are all about new beginnings. And this guy, he's just standing there. He's looking. He's waiting. Just like the Hangman is waiting. It's understanding that you can gather so much information by going within. You don't always have to take action. The action that you often have to take is to slow down, close your eyes, and get beyond the known familiar. Go into a deep meditative state. Go in with a specific intention of, what do I need to learn right now? Or what do I want to create right now? Start dreamscaping your future, whatever it is. I'm really feeling like with this time to go out and do things, I really feel like collectively, a lot of us will be meeting our soul family in this next phase, like over these next few months and years for sure. But I'm feeling like Spirit is saying right now, through this last part of July and into early August, it's time to really focus on yourself. What do you need? Like, go inward. What is your soul, your spirit, your body asking you for right now, today? So let's get some Oracle. And we'll get some more tarot if we need. We'll just kind of flow with it. We'll see where Spirit leads with this. But really beautiful message so far. Just be patient. And man, I used to be one of the most impatient people on the face of the planet. That's a big trait that I have been working on over this last year. Being mostly air and fire in my entire chart, I have a tendency to want to be this Knight of Swords and just go, go, go. So it's important. Take a step back. Take some time. Rest. Recuperate. Rejuvenate. Because that's actually ultimately how we are able to step into a more empowered expression of ourselves. We're able to create more of what we want when we are resting, right? Beautiful. Okay. Yeah, that one. All right. So we have intentionality. How can you be intentional today and the rest of July, into August? Just focus on this moment, actually. Don't think too far ahead. Think about right here, right now. How can I be intentional with my time, with my energy, with my love? How much intentionality can I bring to doing the dishes and be grateful that I have dishes to eat off of, that I have food in my fridge to eat? Switch your mentality, bring that intentionality and switch your mentality. So that's the first card we have there. And then the wall obstacles came out, which like I told y'all, I've been struggling a lot with like this diet shift, lifestyle shift. Like I do really, really good. And then I'll fall off for a little bit. And then I do really, really good and I'll fall off a little bit. That's because every time you are trying to level up, everything is going to come back and fight against you leveling up because it's not familiar. It's not known anymore. There's going to be obstacles that arise. So you have to have a plan of action on how to move through those. And I'm getting there. Every day we bring more consciousness to it. Every day we get a little bit closer to peak health, to breaking bad habits. But it's a process and it's a journey. And it's really, Spirit wants you to know not to beat yourself up either. You are human and you are multidimensional. Sometimes finding the balance between those two things is really, really hard. Like, it's not easy, especially as you evolve and as your body is changing and as you are required, as new things are being required of you, okay? So have patience with yourself. Have patience with the process. Forgive yourself when you mess up, when you don't make the most aligned actions. It's okay. You get another chance to try again. And if you can prime your brain for the next time that comes up, how you're going to respond, how you're going to react. Dr. Joe Dispenza calls it, oh my God, it just slipped my mind. I was just listening to him earlier today. Oh, mental rehearsal. If you can go into a meditative space and work on that behavior, that habit, that situation, like let's say you have like a really difficult coworker at work that like just aggravates the fuck out of you and you really want to start bringing more love into every area of your life, you know that that's an area that is going to come up, right? So if you go into a meditative space and bring that coworker into that meditative space with you and mentally rehearse how you're going to respond instead of react the next time they try to get under your skin, and you practice that again and again, like it's priming your brain to make a better choice next time, to show up in a way that is more aligned for you next time. And you can use this in literally anything. It's such a beautiful practice. Highly, highly recommend. If you haven't heard of Dr. Joe Dispenza, please go check out his work. Lots of podcasts. He's on lots of people's podcasts, and he has great books, meditations. But yeah, lots of free content on YouTube that you can listen to. So YouTube is like the best resource ever, guys. You can find literally anything on there. So then we have the farther gate, bold step forward. Yeah, so life is requiring you guys to level up now. What worked in the past is not going to work in the future. That's why these obstacles are coming up. That's why you're having these tower moments, because Spirit and the universe is trying to shift you in a new direction. So stop resisting. Bring intentionality. Go within. Slow down. Just take a moment and think, what can I learn from this place that I'm in right now? Instead of trying to push through the discomfort, ask, what is this discomfort trying to teach me? How did I get myself in this situation to begin with? What steps did I take or did I not take that I'm finding myself where I'm at currently? And what do I need to change in order to create a new reality, in order to create a new future? Because what got you here cannot get you where you want to go. I promise you that. If you are here to level up as a soul, which I hope you are, because that is the whole point of life. But if you're here to level up as a soul and level up consciously, you have to look at every single experience that you go through as a lesson in consciousness, as a chance to expand your awareness and lead you to a new upgrade, a new level up. Think about it like a video game. Like, all right, on to the next level. We beat the boss in this level. Like, let's see, what else you got from me? I love how this card kind of goes hand in hand with that too. The Watcher's Transpersonal. I'm actually going to read this from the book because I really like the description in the book. But basically, it's the personal journey of development of conscious evolution. So let me find that really quick here in the book. By the way, if no one has told you today, you are so loved. You are divinely protected. You have beautiful beings all around you, surrounding you and guiding you. And you are magical beyond belief. So know that. If no one had told you that today, now someone has. All right, transpersonal. When Watchers appears, it is an invitation to stop doing. I love that. Once again, hangman. Just chill. Take a breath. Pause. Get off the treadmill and take a deep breath. That's literally what it says in the book. Find the witness within, the one who can observe the fire and fury happening around you but is not caught in any of the drama. The time is right to step back. If you have a thought or opinion, keep it to yourself. If you have a feeling that needs to be expressed, do it in the shower. Do not engage with the action happening around you. Simply observe. Watchers show up to direct your attention to the horizon and away from the anthill in front of you. Others might think you are simply doing nothing, but let them know that you are helping the sun to set in the evening sky. There are bigger things to attend to. You have spent such a long time trying to correct the course of events and actions of others. Let it be for a short while as you become the observer rather than the doer. The Watchers invite you to break free from the linear, casual pace of the petty day-to-day. Rise to divine coincidence, to serendipity, and notice how the act of seeing the heart of the matter produces results. Things happen without you doing anything. Creation unfolds in its own mysterious way, requiring only a sacred witness. Spirit, I love you. That literally goes hand in hand with what I was talking about earlier. It's just like I said, like this page right here, he's observing, he's witnessing. He's waiting for the inspiration to flow through before he takes action. And then with the Hanged Man, he's just chilling. He's receiving the enlightenment. He's receiving the codes. He's being peaceful in the present moment. Oh, such a beautiful energy. All right, let's see what else. Definitely, I'm struggling. Trying to open the wrong side. No wonder I was struggling. On the bottom, we have transmuting pain, fool's embrace, and I feel just led to speak on that for a moment. If you guys have been really struggling with a certain heavy emotion or situation that happened to you in the past, Spirit is saying you are safe and you are ready to release that. And the best way to do that is through forgiveness. And forgiveness is not so much for the other person as it is for you, okay? So bitterness is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. Most people that have done you wrong, you're never going to get an apology from them. You need to know that. And you need to be okay with that. Because see, here's the thing. What they did was simply operate out of their own level of consciousness, their own level of soul development. It ultimately had nothing to do with you. But there was a lesson to be experienced that you can now grow from, that you can transmute that struggle, that pain into a golden opportunity for expansion, for success in your own life. And I know this can be really, really hard to hear, but I have gone through some shit in my own life, so I can speak to this. Like, it's possible. So when you forgive someone, you are releasing the energetic cords that have bound you. Because whether you want to believe it or not, before you came to this lifetime, you set up a contract with that person to go through that experience together to learn something. And if this is the first time you're hearing this and you're like, that does not make sense, it's okay. You might not be ready to hear this right now. Return to it later, but just keep it in the back of your mind. Play with the possibility of what if I set up every experience that I was supposed to have before coming to this earth? What if I decided exactly the situations and experiences that I would need in order to wake me up and help me remember my magic, help me remember my codes, help me understand that I'm not separate from anything else, help me remember the oneness, the connectivity of all of it, and how to transmute everything back to love. Because see, when you understand that point of view, you take back your power. You become empowered. You stop playing the victim to your life. So it's like, okay, let's say that's all bullshit, right? But how empowered do you feel by believing that? Instead of being like, oh, this situation, this abuse happened to me. When you instead say, no, I chose to have that experience so that I could become empowered in myself, so that I could learn to speak my truth, so that I could learn to show up authentically. And now, because I've gone through that, I'm able to help other people do the same. That is fucking beautiful. And that's what I've done in my own life. Whew, so many ancestors are coming in strong. My nose won't stop itching. Some of the ancestors want you to know, I'm feeling a very strong feminine energy. They want you to know that you are loved and supported. So if you have a loved one, like a nana or a grandma that passed around this time, she is with you right now. And she wants you to know that she is one of your guides and she's always with you, and that she is so proud of what you have done and accomplished in your life and what you have, the cycles that you're breaking, the karmic cycles that you're breaking, because you have shown up not just for yourself, but for your entire lineage. So that's just a message for one of you strong. They want you to know that you are loved and protected and that they are always with you. And that they're so, so proud of you. Hi, Spirit. What else on this message? What else on this beautiful collective energy? What else does the collective need to know right now? That one feels important. Okay, we'll take that one too. You guys might be noticing heat waves in your body. You might be noticing you're getting really cold. You might be feeling lightheaded, kind of dizzy. These are all signs that you are leveling up energetically. So this goes back to, being very intentional with your self-care and soul care, and really giving your body, your spirit daily what they need. Yesterday, I slept like, I don't even know how many hours. I slept until 11 a.m. and then I took a nap in the afternoon for like an hour and a half. And then I went to bed at like midnight. I was tired as fuck all day. But you know what I did yesterday? I gave myself time to rest. I just let myself rest. And that's actually something I've really struggled with in the past. I tend to be a go-getter, like this Knight of Swords, which is interesting because this is actually the card of Gemini. And I am a Gemini. And I tend to be like, all right, let's go. But yesterday, Spirit was like, no, you just need to sleep. And you need to allow the integrations that you've been undergoing to really settle at the cellular level. Really allow them to become one with you. So whatever your body's asking you for, don't make yourself wrong for it. Allow yourself to experience that. Allow yourself to have that. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, I love these cards. So beautiful. All right, so we have self-love, which goes hand in hand with what I was just talking about. Thank you, Spirit. We have fruition. I'm getting that Fruit is going to be very, very helpful for you all right now. Eat lots of fruit, especially cantaloupe, watermelon, pineapple, those lighter fruits, like more than like the heavy carb, dense fruits like bananas and stuff. Those are not coming through as strong. I would definitely focus more on the melon family. Um, that's going to be really beneficial for your body right now. Yeah, incorporate as much fruit as you can in lighter foods. And then we have the path. Look at this card. Look how beautiful this is. Portal to another life. Like, this is what you guys are doing right now. You're ascending. And this ladder looks a little rickety, so it may feel, like, fuck, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, am I going to make it? But you are. You are going to make it. And it's going to be beautiful. And everything that you are currently thinking of and working on is going to come to fruition. It's all blossoming. It's all coming together for you right now. I feel like I want to read this one from the book, The Path. The way is open for you. The path is illuminated. Begin the journey now. Respond and take action. We must be courageous and move forward. I am open and responsive to the opening of the way. When we accept where we are, acknowledge what needs to change to grow, and begin to love ourselves more completely, the direction of our lives begins to change. We often decide we want to follow a more authentic way for ourselves, and our desires become more aligned with the needs, wants, and values of our true self. Imagine we are lost in a dark forest and can hardly see. There is no visible path, and every way looks exactly the same. We feel burdened by shadows and are not sure we should even move because we are so paralyzed by fear and uncertainty. Then the sunshine somehow breaks through the clouds and leaf canopy, and there ahead is a path illuminated in golden light. It is clear now the direction we should head. The path is not only visible, but it is inviting us forward, and so instead of just standing there, we can't wait to step on it and move forward. The path is lit, and now it is time to walk upon it. It's interesting because that kind of goes hand in hand with this bold step forward, the farther gate. But I feel like there's really this balance that Spirit is asking you guys to play around with and to find between resting and beginning to act on your inspirations. Everything needs to be in balance in life. So you need to look at and address like what needs some self-care, some self-love, and what needs some action behind it. Where could you be showing up better for yourself? Where could you be putting in more intentionality, like this card over here said? Let's see, I'm pulling another one from here. I'm also getting a message coming through about not being confrontational at this time, which I think with that 3 of Cups reversed, like I said, this is really a time for you to focus on yourself. I'm really feeling that super heavy. Like now is not the time to be out in the world or be around people, places, or things that make you feel like you have to defend yourself or that you have to be confrontational. Now is a time of deep healing and integration. So it's really, really important if you notice yourself starting to get that kind of energy in your body, become very conscious of it and limit as much as possible, limit your time around that person or in that experience. I know that's not always like possible, but as much as you can, pull back from that. All right, so we have Svalbard. Both darkness and light are necessary. There is light even in the darkest of nights. I accept that I am part of the cycle of nature and I open myself to new wonders every day. Yeah, slow down. Take time every day to balance. Oh, well, let me show you all this card. To really tune in and ask your body what it needs right now. What is the healthiest thing that you could be doing in this moment right now? Whether that be spiritually, physically, emotionally, mentally. The more consciousness that you can bring to each moment and the more you can show up in that aligned way, the more your life is going to flow with ease. The places in between are important for my growth. I can release myself from worry and suffering if I choose. I now let go of all that no longer serves me. What is no longer serving you, my friend? Like, really think about that. Is that it, Spirit? Oh, all right. I guess that is the channel for today. That's the message for today. Be intentional with your time. Be patient with yourself. Take time to rest, drink water, eat lots of fruit and lighter foods. Spend time in nature. Get out of those toxic situations, away from those toxic people as much as possible. Focus on yourself and be patient with the process. The inspiration is coming. I love you all dearly, and I will see you next time. Have a beautiful day.